Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, today's content, we have some bombshell news. Some amazing things are happening in the Senate that are going to hurt H.R. 8. I'm going to get really deep into that in a second. I'm going to show you what's happening, who's jumping on board, and what it means for us in our fight for our Second Amendment rights. But before I do that, I want to say one important thing to you guys. These fights are always going to be long and drawn out. They're always going to try to take our rights, but it's how we handle the situation to where we can get to the other end. There is honestly no purpose in freaking out and saying the sky is falling, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. You'll see that on other channels. You'll see that across the board in different scenarios. The point that I want to bring home is, even if you run around in a circle and you're freaking out about what's happening, it doesn't change the scenario. It literally ends you up in the exact same place. The circumstances have not changed. All you did was freak out for 35 minutes and didn't make an impact where you could have. And that's one of the main things about this channel is we're driving towards in a positive direction. Here's the circumstances. Here's where we're at. What can we do based off of those observations? And that's what we try to do on this channel. So we're going to dive deep into this new situation that's going on with H.R. 8. If you guys are new and you haven't subscribed yet, we are driving towards 350,000 subscribers by June 1st. We always try to earn that subscription based off the content. If it's something that you think is worth it, we'd love to have you along the evolution of the gun world that we're building. If not, maybe we can get you on the next one. But for now, thank you. So let's get right to this content, okay? So, catching you guys up, H.R. 8 was the bill that is basically gun control that they put forward from the House. It's one of two. The other one was 1446. We're going to deal with H.R. 8 right now. H.R. 8 is something that is, in my opinion, not going to pass. Caveat, that does not mean we stop acting on our senators and our House of Representative members. We just know that we have a pretty good position and we need to keep pushing it, right? So, let me give you some background of what we're going to talk about, and that'll kind of lead into where we're going. In 2013, there were two senators that really drove forward in the Obama era on the gun control push. Okay, it was Pat Toomey and it was Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin, that sound familiar? Democrat from West Virginia. Now, the bill that they put forward was called the NICS Denial Notification Act. Essentially, in summation, this basically means that the federal government had to notify the states every time someone who was not allowed to have a gun got denied trying to buy a gun. That was essentially the bill. You can look it up on congress.gov if you want more detail than that, but I will do a video on that later this week. So, or week after. So that's the bill they put forward, and it did not pass. Okay, so that's the background. Here's the really crucial part. Do you remember the video from yesterday? If you haven't, go back and watch it. The whole point of my video was I was saying that there had to be 10 Republican senators to pull away from the Republican side and vote to overcome the filibuster while they maintain 100% or 50 Democrats in the Senate for a total of 60. Very unlikely. That's what I've said the whole point. That's been my stance. That's kind of, I'm alone in the wilderness, but that's just the way that I feel about it from what I'm observing. Something really important happened today. Manchin and Toomey partnered up with 10 different Republicans and Democrats in total. It's like, I don't remember the exact split. I'm going to have more for that later. But Chuck Grassley from Iowa, Ted Cornyn from Texas, West Virginia, Joe Manchin, Pat Toomey, Pennsylvania. These senators are Democrat and Republican, okay? And they've reintroduced the NICS Denial Notification Act, the same one they did 2013 and 2019. It's back on the table. Now, what does that mean for you guys, for H.R. 8? Essentially, what that means is the strategy that Schumer is going to put in place is we're going to throw this vote on the floor, and we're going to say, whoever votes on this is going to be remembered forever, okay? What they're trying to do is put pressure on the Republicans to come over. I don't think that's going to work, but whatever, that's what they're trying to do. What this bill introduced, the NICS Denial Notification Act, does is it allows the senators, the Democrats specifically, who don't want to be on record voting for gun control, but also don't want to be in a position where they haven't done anything. So what this allows them to do is this allows them to say, no, that wasn't right because it didn't obey our rights under the Second Amendment. But I did vote for it over here where I'm trying to get this to work through this avenue. It's a different option. It's a pressure valve for the Democrats who don't necessarily want to vote for hardcore gun control, okay? This is huge, and here's kind of why it's huge. In 2013, or actually, this is actually dated from 2019, I've pulled up the co-sponsors in the Senate, both Democrat and Republican. It's on screen for you right now. So what you're looking at is a list of sitting senators at the time who supported this. You'll notice that they're Democrat and they're Republican. That's extremely important. Of the list that you're looking at, 8 out of 11 of them are still in office, still sitting senators. So the odds that they're going to change this position are very, very small. What that means, guys, is this is more evidence to the fact that H.R. 8 is in trouble, especially when you consider that Democrats are on this co-sponsor as well as Republicans. We are doing amazing things. We're contacting our senators, we're contacting our House of Reps, and it's a really big deal of what we're doing. Let me know what you guys think about this. Is this a direction you think the channel should go? Is this something that you're excited about? If you don't believe, if there's no faith, whatever it is, let me know what you think below. But this is big, guys, from my perspective. This is huge. And I've linked all the data for you for all the articles and all the points you need to look up if you want to see what I'm saying is correct. If you want to confirm what I'm saying, it's right below in the description box, right below that newsletter. But guys, right now, this is huge news. Spread this message if you think it's worthy of being spread. If you know a gun nut or 3 that'll feel good for some good news. And until tomorrow, I'm Braden. I'll see you later.